Hey guys, how's everyone doing? I'm gonna be doing a Master Raven guide, even though I said that I wasn't gonna do it on social media, but I've had so many requests and comments on YouTube, DMs on Twitter, like people just want me to do it, so I figured why not? I have time. Okay, so I made like a little list on my phone, so I'm gonna go through those. So I've got best 10 moves in neutral and explain. I've got movement, I've got backturn and counter hit setups from backturn. I've got throws and setups and buffering throws as well. I've got 50-50s, I've got max damage combos, and of course I don't know, like I know a lot about Raven, but I don't know every single max damage combo, like every situation. So obviously, like if disclaimer, if you know a max damage combo that is even more, like it does even more damage than what I'm showing you here, like feel free to paste or show me in the comments below, because I'm always willing to learn as well. That's what I like about the Master Raven community, is that I can learn. So yeah, and any combos and setups you feel you want to share, feel free to post it in the comments. Okay, so that's max damage combos, and then I've got tech traps and wall cross-ups. So tech traps meaning, I'd say like when they side roll or if they hold back or anything like that, that's a tech trap. And then wall cross-ups is when obviously you cross them up at the wall, self-explanatory. So okay, let's get into it. Okay, we've got best 10 moves in neutral and explaining why. And okay, the reason I like Master Raven is because she can be played in so many different styles. So she can be played in keep out, she can be the aggressor, she can be like very poke and run away, like she's okay. Let me turn off counter here actually, and rage. Okay, so okay, I'd say her number one best move is, it's tough to say, but her while standing 2 is really crucial to her game, because first of all, it's a high crush. It crushes highs, and it covers some distance as well. Like I think, okay, let's put the frame data on, so we can see I'm at about range 3, and it hits from basically range 3.1, so it's got some nice range to that move. And another reason why the move is so important is because you have, it's a counter hit launcher and it's -8, so it's safe, and it's a counter hit launcher. So okay, wait, I left it for too long. So it's really good. I'd say use this move a lot. Use it more than while standing 1, because while standing 1 is -14. You don't want to be abusing that move too much. So okay, I think that's one of her best moves. Let's turn this off, it's annoying. Okay, you've got the up back 4, up 4, and up forward 4. These are good keep out moves. So this is number 2 in neutral, I'd say, because first of all, this is a low crush, and it's really hard. First of all, her whiff recovery on this move. Her recovery is really how do I describe it? Just put it this way, it's hard to whiff punish her when she whiffs this move. Really hard, especially online. So yeah, this move is really good, and you can like start buffering things out. She has an extension as well. This is launch -15 if they block this, but you can hold back to transition into backturn, which is nice. So if the opponent is scared of this, you can transition into backturn and do whatever you want from backturn, but I'll explain backturn later on. So okay, that's number 2. So up 4, up back 4, and up forward 4, I'd say. Next, I'd say is down forward 1, because it tracks, I think it tracks to her right, so it's quite hard to step. It's quite self-explanatory, it's a down forward 1, generic down forward 1. 14 frames, I think -1 on block. Let's check that actually. Yeah, this is gonna be quite like difficult because it's it's a one take video, Yeah, -1 on block, 14 frames. So it's pretty good. Okay, so that's number 3. Number 4 is down back 2. This is, I think, it's her fastest mid at 13 frames. Her fastest mid leaves her in back turn, and she has an extension down forward, a down back 2-1, down back 2-1, down back 2-1. Obviously you can, it's not jailing, so you can duck the high. So I wouldn't just keep throwing this move out. This move is good. And what you can do is you can do down back 2 and then cancel out back turn manually, so pressing back 3 plus 4. And the reason why this is good is because, okay, I'm gonna record her doing that, and I'm gonna try and hit her. Basically this is safe. A lot of people, they do down back 2 and then they hold down back to get out of it. And the reason why sometimes this is not good is because during the frames of you cancelling using down back, you can get hit, and you can get launched, or you can get hit, or anything. You can just be hit. You're quite vulnerable in this situation. So what I like to do is this. So I'm going to record her doing that, and the reason is for this is because you can block straight away. So look, I'm going to do 10 frame jabs. I think I was late. Let's try again. See, she can block, like they can't do anything. It's safe, so you can make yourself safe, and this goes for any safe back turn move. Obviously you can't just throw out QCF4 and then do this, because you're gonna get hit. It's minus 14, right? So you can't do that, but you can do it for back 2-2 as well. Back 2-2, and then okay, wait, I was late. That was way late. All right. So I'll have a look. She's safe again. So you always want to know how to get out of back turn in a lot of situations, especially sometimes when you do moves and then you get caught in back turn and then you're just holding back. She's so vulnerable in this situation, so you really need to know how to get out of back turn. And more times than not, it's manually cancelling for back turn. Don't just mash 1 plus 2. Don't just mash this, because it's minus 13, and if the opponent knows this, yeah, some characters in this game have ridiculous 13 frame punishes, and yeah, you can be punished quite hard. So I think just always know how to get out of it. Okay, so down back 2 was number 4. In neutral, I'd say definitely QCF4, because even though it's quite unsafe at minus 14, it's a high crush, and look at this, it's a full launcher, so you can do whatever combo you want, I guess. This is just a generic one for wall carry, but you can do yeah, just throw this out when you think they're gonna approach. It gets beat by mids, obviously, because it's not a mid crush, but it is a high crush. So if they're throwing out jabs, or if you're playing against Mishimas and they start like throwing out electrics, this is gonna beat it. So that's number 5. In neutral, okay, I'd say this move is quite good for poking as well. Forward 2 is really good, but you just have to be careful with the range of this. Like, don't overestimate the range and then overextend, you know what I mean? So don't just keep throwing this out, but it's quite a good mid check tool from far range. I don't know the range specifically, like the exact range, but I know it's quite good. It's probably like range 2.5 maybe. Let's try 2.5. Okay, this is around 2.5. Yeah, around 2.5. Okay, so this is good, and also it has an extension, which is this. You can delay it as well, and on counter hit, this knocks down for a guaranteed back 3. So we'll show. Yeah, this is guaranteed. And also this move is only minus 10, and sometimes this move has weird pushback as well. So I'll show you what I mean by that. Forward 2-3. Oh no, where is it? There it is. So it's minus 10, but look on the range of this. Okay, wait. Sometimes it has weird pushback. It's not gonna work now, is it? Okay, let's back. Okay. Yeah, okay. Sometimes it has weird pushback. It's not gonna work now, obviously, because I'm recording. But yeah, it has like that, for example. It has weird pushback. So I'd say it's worth, like, depending on the character's 10 frame punish, it's kind of worth sometimes finishing it just to see if they press, just to see what they do, test them. If they press after forward 2, then yeah, you know that they're gonna press. Okay. So alright, let's change this track. Just give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Alright, this is nice. Alright, so I think that was 6. So 7th move. In neutral, I'd say down 4 is really good low. It is minus 13, but on counter hit you get like basically a free full crouch mix up, because she's plus 13 as you can see on counter hit, right? And now if you hold down forward or down, now I'm in a full crouch mix up. So what am I going to do? Am I going to do spinneroonie? Or am I going to do what's done in 2? Am I going to do what's done in 1? Am I going to do nothing? Like it's a really good move to just throw out, and the range it has as well. And also this move low profiles a lot of moves. For example, like Geese's orbital, it just goes under it. Like it has really weird low profile properties this move does, and it has, for example, look at the range of this. And also, I'm not gonna say yet, but with movement you can extend the range of basically her whole move list with movement, but I'll explain that in the movement section of this tutorial, or guide, or whatever you want to call it. I'd just say, like, I'm just explaining the character how I want to explain the character, and like I said, I don't know everything about the character, but I do have a lot of Raven knowledge, so I just want to share it with you guys. Okay, so that's number 8, right? All right, cool. So forward 3 is another move that is really good, but you have to know how and when to use it. So you can use this move really nicely if you're good at whiff punishing, if you're sharp. You know, if you're sharp at using this move, then it's so good for whiff punishing. It is -14 though, so don't just. I see a lot of Ravens online just throwing this move out, and I'm like, why do you keep throwing this move out when you know it's -14? Raven herself doesn't have the most amazing 14 frame punishes, but like Jin has a 13 frame rage art. I think Steve does as well. Alyssa, I'm sure. So yeah, like if you throw this out and they block it, they can basically punish you with a rage art. Like that is the risk for some characters. For the Raven player is so high that I don't really feel like it's worth throwing this out just randomly. I feel like you have to know how to use it, and the way to use this is with punishment. Definitely with punishment. So that's another one of her strong moves. Okay, is that the 8th move? Okay, I think that's the 8th move. 9th move is I like down 3. Down 3 is a nice poke. Even though the range is not that great, it's really annoying. It's 0 on hit, but obviously you can step after it and you're not gonna get hit. I like to do like down 3 and then crouch dash, because you know a lot of people like to mash jabs after down 3 if they're getting hit, or they like to move, and obviously crouch dashing is going to realign, and you know you can continue pressure, or just stepping is fine. You can just block, see what they do, but yeah, you're 0, so it's like it's no one's turn, it's neutral. Down 3 is good, and I will explain how to increase the range of this move as well in the movement section. Okay, so the last move I'd recommend to Raven players to use is back 2-2. Back 2-2. I don't know how I forgot about this. This is a good string because first of all it has 2 extensions. I think it might be fuzzable, but I'm not sure. But it is a mix-up, especially online. And if you don't, I don't think you can fuzzy this. I think it's just a mix-up. You can, yeah. So it transitions into Backturn, and obviously you can stay safe by manually cancelling out of Backturn using back 3+4. So yeah, I think it's a good move, especially because of the mental plus frames. Am I going to do the mid, am I going to do the low, or am I going to stay in Backturn, or what am I going to do? She has Backturn throws, which are generic, by the way, they're not mixed up. But she still has the option to do whatever she wants, basically, from Backturn. So yeah, back 2-2. Okay, so those are the 10... I think they're my favorite moves to use in neutral. I'm not going to say like they're the best moves to use in neutral because that's subjective. Every Raven player has different moves that they use. So to me, those are the best 10 moves I use in neutral. Alright, so this section is dedicated to movement. And alright, so I was in the last section, I was talking about how to increase the range of moves. And you can do this by doing crouch dash. And the reason why Raven's crouch dash is so unique to everyone else's is because she can do moves out of crouch dash. So she can do like crouch dash down 3, she can do crouch dash down forward 1, crouch dash, any move that has a direction she can do from crouch dash. So crouch dash down forward 2, crouch dash down forward 1, crouch dash down back 2, like any move that she that has a direction she can do from crouch dash, even like crouch dash down forward. This is why I said that the range of this move is ridiculous, because she can do crouch dash into stuff, and it kind of masks like her moves and the startup of her moves. So the reason why this movement is so scary is because you can do anything from crouch dash. So anything you can think of, she basically can do it, unless it has no direction. So QCF4, then QCF4 is gonna come out if you press that, and then if you press 3, then QCF. Okay, I forgot a move in the top 10, and that's 3-3. That's probably one of her best pokes. So okay, let's call it top 11. Top 11 moves to use in neutral. 3-3, because I shouldn't have forgotten about that. 14 frames. It has a follow-up, and you can also cancel this follow-up as well. I like to use this. So let's say I punish a move with this. I like to do this to force the back turn mix-up. I'm not actually sure how real the pressure is, because I'm sure she can get hit out of it. But people, when they get punished, they tend not to press buttons against Raven, especially when I punish something. So yeah, this move is really good. All right, so back to movement, right? So QCF is really good for like extending the range of moves. Any move she has with the direction she can do. Down forward, anything, down, back, down, up. Any move she has with the direction, she can cancel crouch dash with. Okay, so that's her crouch dash. I want to focus on her wave dash, if that makes sense, because she has like a crouch dash, and then she has a slide animation input, and then she does like another crouch dash. You can keep doing this. So it's a weird input. It's kind of like a repeated slide, and you want to like position your. It's really hard to like explain what I'm talking about, but like position your finger in between like down and down forward, and then you can kind of like slide in between, and you can get repeated dashes. So like this. And the reason why this is scary is because this like baits people into pressing buttons. So like if I saw a Raven player or a player that had a character that had the crouch dash repeatedly dashing in my face, I'm gonna be baited to pressing buttons or mashing jabs or doing anything I can to get out of that situation. And the reason why this is good is because, well, she has while standing too, and obviously that's a counter hit launcher. When they're mashing buttons, boom, they get launched. And this is really good. This is good too. And why this is so good as well, this method, is because you can't block out of crouch dash unless you crouch cancel it. And this can be quite long. So this method of crouch dashing, you can block straight away. You can block instantly. So if you react to an orbital, let's say they want to throw out orbital and you're doing this, depending on how good your reactions are, of course, you can just react to orbital and block it. So yeah, that's her crouch dash, I guess. She has you can do her Raven wave dash. I like this, which, you know, I think it's just style points really. I don't really see a use for this. I sometimes do it in matches, but that's just for styling purposes. Like, why would you ever use this? I guess I don't know. Why would you use this one when you can just use this? It's just, this one's just more efficient to me anyway. Feel free in the comments to, you know, discuss what I've said, but yeah, this for me is way more practical, because also in this I feel like you can get hit a lot out of this as well, just by random launchers. So I don't really use this unless it's for styling. Okay, so she has her backflip as well, which is really annoying. I'm sure this is a low crush. Let me have a look. Let's check that. I'm not sure, but let's check it anyway. Alright. No, I didn't record. Let's test that. Yeah, it's a low crush, so it can get out of a lot of things. Oh, come on. This is hard to time. Yeah, it's a low crush. It, depending on what frame you activate the backflip. I use it so often in neutral. It's a really good getaway tool. So like, you know, if you want to play like poke and run, you can do backflip, or you can do the reason I really like this is because it's an up back motion. So even if you're crouch dashing, you can immediately do backflip. So look at this. Her movement is really good, like just for getting in and getting out of space really quickly. If you want to play Raven, you really need to learn how to be comfortable with using this type of movement, because if you don't, then your movement's just going to be really linear, and you know. So I'd say really practice being comfortable with like her transitions, her movement, you know, just be comfortable with using her movement. Another technique I like to use is it's called the Peruvian sidestep, and I don't know, it's weird to explain how to, but I don't know, I just use this. It's not Raven specific, every character can do this, but yeah, I just thought it was worth showing, I guess. It's quite scary when someone knows how to use it properly. Okay, so that's movement done. Alright, so we're gonna get started into her back turn. Okay, so I'm gonna first start off by saying a lot of her moves from back turn are quite linear, so she's easily steppable in back turn. That's one thing, so don't just keep spamming moves in back turn. Know how to get out of it, know when to enter back turn, and you know, don't just be stuck in back turn. That's really a thing that I noticed with Raven players, is that they keep getting stuck in back turn. They don't know how to get out of it. Parry your way out of it if need be. Like, don't just be stuck in back turn. And yeah, sometimes smash 1+2, like everyone does that, you know. It's one of her best moves. So yeah, like just be aware, you know, just be aware of when you're stuck in back turn. So there are a few ways to cancel out back turn. You can do down forward, you can do down back, you can do, well, sidestepping out of it, I guess, and then you can do manual cancelling out of back turn. Obviously she has moves that like transition her out of back turn, like this, 1+2, but the ways to get out of back turn without executing a move is just using movement. She can like jump out of it, but I don't understand why anyone would use that. So yeah, she can do this, and this is why she can be scary, because she has so many transitions. So I'm going to try and remember off the top of my head with all the moves that transition to back turn. So we've got down back 2, we've got back 2-2, we've got up forward 4-4 back, we've got while standing 3+4 back. And a trick to do this move consistently is to press, when you're doing while standing 3+4, press 3+4 back, like back plus 3+4. Don't do back and then 3+4, because the timing's quite strict. So I just always hold back while I'm doing it. So okay, wait, okay. Oh my god. Yeah, just hold back while you're doing it. Is really a really consistent way to get it without like accidentally doing this or going into haze. I don't know what was going on with that, but yeah, to do it consistently, yeah, just wait until you're rising and then do back 3+4. It's a really easy way to get into it. Okay, so what else? I'm pretty sure up 3 as well, but I don't ever use this move unless I want to skank someone out and then do like rage art from this. Yeah, I don't use this move. It's not really that great. You can do this, which is like plus, I think it's +3 or +5. Let's check that before someone grills me in the comments. Block, and let's put the frames on. I think it's +5, +8. Oh my god. Okay, I was wrong. It's +8, but I'd never use this. I just don't. It's high, like, I mean, yeah, it's good plus frames, but it's slow as well. I don't really see a use for this move. Raven has like quite a few useless moves like this. Who uses this move, you know? So yeah, those are the moves that transition her into back turn. So now let's get into back turn. I'm not gonna go through the whole move list and say every move that she has on back turn. So I'm just gonna say like her most effective moves from back turn. So I definitely down 4, because this is +3 on hit, right? So they can't mash. They can't mash after this. So let's record her doing that for argument's sake. Yeah, let's record her. So she's gonna do back turn down 4. Even this, you can't mash. You can't mash. I tried to mash 1-2 and she gets hit. That was while standing 2. So it trades with jabs while standing 2. For a counter launch, she can still convert off it for full damage. If you do while standing 4, it's a guaranteed frame trap. They can't mash. So +3. I think it's, I'm not sure how fast it is. Let's check that. I think it's I-12. But let's just check that anyway. Alright, let's see. It's 10 frame. That's even better. Like, look at this. 10 frame. The only risk that you face is getting blocked. I think it's -11 and or low parry. So it's a nice low to just keep throwing out there, poking and annoying people. Because one thing I see with Raven players is that they immediately go for like massive 50-50s like Spinneroonie or while standing one, and I'm like, the way to play Raven is to piss people off, excuse my language, but annoy people, and then you can start going for more risky 50-50s because their defense has dropped when they're getting poked out by annoying 50-50s, safer 50-50s, you know, from Backturn. So that's one piece of advice I'd give Raven players, is to start out with the smaller 50-50s and then work your way up to, you know, don't just always rely on the 50-50s to carry you, because when you start facing better players, they're not gonna fall for it. Like, and when they do block it, they're gonna punish you hard, really hard. So just be careful with that. All right, so best moves from Backturn. So you've got down 4, you've got back 2 4, which jails, by the way. So this is free damage. It's just good to throw out. Then you've got the forward 2. You've got the forward 2-3, which is -12 now, but it's a counter hit launcher. So if they press now, they get counter hit launched. Let's show that. So let's take it off guard and counter hit. You know. So they get launched, and you can get a combo from this now. Yeah. So this is pretty good. Don't always throw it out though. Don't always. In season 2, I used to abuse this move because it was safe, but now it's not safe. And if they get hit, you can get down 4. I'm sure this is guaranteed as well. Even if this is on counter hit, because this is guaranteed on counter hit, and then down 4 is guaranteed. So it's a good move. And then you have Backturn forward 2-4, and this can be ducked. This move can be ducked. It doesn't jail. So this is safe though, but it doesn't jail. So it's a guess between this, but you can delay this one. You can delay quite heavily. So you know, it just depends on what you want to do with what you think the opponent's gonna do. It's good to just poke out with this. She's got her forward 3, which is really good as well. It counter hit knocks back. You can get rage drive from this as well, and she can also cancel it into Backturn again. She can just keep doing this into Backturn if you hold back. But it's good. It's the fastest mid from Backturn in 13 frames. Yeah, let's show the rage drive conversion, because it's actually pretty nice. Oh my god! Of course it riffs. There we go. I don't know why things just keep not working. Maybe it's just the recording curse, but yeah, so let's just show it again. Oh my god, dropped it. Let's try one more time. Okay, I think you can't do it straight away. You have to like kind of wait or dash in, I guess. Wait for their legs to like... Yeah, wait for their legs to like... Let me... You know how it like goes forward, her legs go forward. Don't just do it straight away. Wait for her legs to like move back. You know, see what I mean? See how I delayed it a little bit. So yeah, that's Backturn forward 3. Turn off rage, and yeah, it's really good. One move I use a lot, and I don't see other Ravens using this, but it is Backturn back 3, which is a homing high, and it's +3. It used to be more. I think it used to be +5 in season 2, but they nerfed it. I don't know why they nerfed it, but yeah. It's +3 now. Let's before anyone tries to grill me again, let's check that. Yeah, +3. All right, cool. So when they can't press now. This is a frame trap. This is a frame trap. They get counter hit, and then obviously when you get this on counter hit, you get this for free. It's guaranteed. I think it does 61 damage. So it's really good. Alright, so that's she has like big moves like 3+4 and like snake edge from Backturn, but I don't just throw these out. One thing you can do is cancelling QCF2 into Backturn, and then doing like snake edge if you want to do that. But that's like quite an online technique, because offline you can react to that every time. Like this is, first of all, this move QCF2 is seeable, and then when you fuzzy it, you can react to this again. It's really not hard. So a sharp player will not get hit by this at all. So unless you're in a tournament and it's like the only way you can win is doing this, I wouldn't really recommend throwing it out. But I mean, it is there, it's an option, I guess. Sometimes I like to do this more because it's you know, plus frames, and I don't die if it gets blocked, you know. So yeah, that's you can cancel QCF2, and also QCF down forward 1+2 as well. You can cancel this too, so you don't always have to do QCF. You can do down forward 1+2 and then hold back to cancel. Then do it if you want. Okay, so what else is there in Backturn? Obviously the 1+2, her power crush is really good. It absorbs like quite a lot of hits. The only thing that annoys me about this move is that you can do like 2 jabs and then block. So if the opponent knows how to like option select it, I guess, it's really hard for the Raven player to land this. And I'll show you what I mean by that. You know what? No, let's just do this. You know what? No, let's do like down back 2, because a lot of Ravens do this as well. Down back 2 into power crush, and you can jab it, I'm sure. Why are people able to do this? They need to fix this, by the way. 2 jabs and they blocked. So yeah, like it's good to throw out, but you know, you can option select it. You can just do 1 jab, wait, and then punish. You know, it's not like it's good, but it's not like the most broken move ever. I don't know why people complain about it so much, because there are like Dragunov can do down forward 4, and it pushes him away so far that down forward 4 hits me, but the power crush whiffs, and then he gets a launch. Just things like that. You just need to know the knowledge. You need to know specific matchup knowledge in order to deal with this move. You can sidestep it, but I don't recommend doing that because it tracks a little bit weirdly. Yeah, so that's Backturn 1+2, her power crush. Obviously you get like back 3, or you can get down back 4. You can do sidestep down 3, but it has to be a counter hit, and also it helps if you're off axis, like, you know, as you saw there, it worked. But it helps if you're off axis. That was on axis, so let's try it again on counter hit. It only works on counter hit. I'll try it one more time, if not I'll just leave it. Yeah, and also if you absorb moves, when let's do down forward 1, down forward 1, down forward 1. When you absorb moves, it's really easy to do it as well. Oh wait there. Let's try again. Oh, come on. Oh, where's the sidestep? Let's try. The sidestep is not coming out. Let's go. Look at that. She blocked. Oh, one more time. Yeah. So this is good. Like if you know it's gonna if you know it's gonna hit, then you can go for this. But it just depends. Like sometimes you just know if it's gonna hit. You know, if absorbed move, then try for this. But if you didn't absorb moves, then it's not gonna work, because this only works on counter hit. Yeah, it only works on counter hit. Yeah, so that's Backturn 1+2. What else does she have from Backturn? She has her Backturn jab. So this is 8 frames. This is 10 frames. But if you get this on counter hit, let's show. Yeah, let's. This is guaranteed. Yeah, 55 damage. This is like a Zumi combo or something like that, like from hop kick. So this is not, as you can see, that was not counter hit, so it wasn't guaranteed. Counter hit is guaranteed, and the way to ensure that it's counter hit is that you hit them with frame traps. So for example, this will always be guaranteed if they press after Backturn back 3 to 1-4. It will be guaranteed because they pressed and it's counter hit. Another move that is good is 3-4, which is a high mid, but you can sidestep right this move. Like a lot of moves in Backturn, you can sidestep them. So either way, actually, as well. This tracks quite weirdly. Like you can't really step this move, but her bigger moves like this, you can step them all. The only one you can't step cleanly is this because it's homing, obviously, so you can't. But it's high, so you can duck. Yeah, so this move is good, and the reason why it's good is because it's 0 on block. Yeah, 0 on block, so let's put the frame info on. Yeah, 0 on block, and on counter hit this guarantees a 2-4, and obviously at the wall this is amazing because it wall splats. It's 10 frame wall splat. So yeah, let's take off guard and then put on counter hit. I'll do that myself. Yeah, this is guaranteed if it's on counter hit, and the reason why this is good is because you can delay this. You can delay this move. See, it delayed a little bit. Did you see like the way she delayed it? So this is normal, and then she can delay a little bit. Delay a little bit, just to bait them into pressing buttons, and then boom, they get counter hit, and then 2-4, which is good. Okay. Anything else from Backturn that I want to discuss? Like I said, I'm not just gonna go for her whole move list because look how many moves she has. She has 128 moves. I'm not gonna sit here and list all of them. And she has a lot from Backturn as well. But she has her Backturn slide. But again, I wouldn't recommend throwing this out because this is just launch. You can catch people out by like I'll show you an example. So let's say I do a combo, right? You can do. Oh, okay, of course it drops. You can do stuff like ending combos with down back 2 and then sliding from far range. And other than that, this. Let me see what a better option is. More from like forward 3 down back 2 and then forward 3. Yeah, this is a better example. And you can delay it a little bit so that it hits them. So that was too early. So let's show it again. Okay. And it just clips them, and sometimes you can space this to where they can't launch it. So let's try another combo where I feel like they can't launch me from there. You can backdash and make it like not safe, but like not launchable. So it's you know it does have its uses, but I wouldn't just throw this out every time. I mean, it has amazing range, but from this range, why would you not block low? Nothing else can hit you, not even this move. Speaking of another move from Backturn, this is pretty good as well. Low crush option. On block, I'm not actually sure what this is. Let's check that. I do know that you can parry from this. It is -9, so she can parry. So okay, let's record her doing that to show you what I mean. Oh no, I held forward. Alright, so look at this. I'm gonna block and then jab. I get parried. It's pretty good. And it parries kicks as well. So if I do 4-1, it's gonna parry me. Yeah. It parries both. It doesn't parry lows, obviously, so you can do low and bait it. Or you can just wait and then launch like this. You can wait for the animation. It's really easy to see. It's quite distinct, so you can definitely tell when she's gonna do it. Yeah. Wait, let's switch the track. Let's stop her doing that. Just give me a minute. It's quite intense, that track is, to be honest. Okay, this is nice. Alright, Backturn. I think I've gone through all the Backturn options that I use personally. Let's have a look at the move list again, just to see if I haven't like. Okay, no. Hello, hi. This is one of her best moves, I think. But the only thing is that if they keep ducking, then it's launch, obviously. But the reason why I like this is because this low by itself is -9 on block. So let's say they block this and then they try and punish it with like while standing 4. You can parry it. I'm sure you can parry it. So let's record that. I really love this move because firstly it forces the nosebleed animation, so it's like it gives you free pressure at like free visual pressure at least, because who presses after they've been nosebleed? Like Nosebleed is like this kind of animation where they hold their nose and they go back. That's what I mean by nosebleed. So after they've been nosebled, no one presses buttons. Like, so you can even buffer grabs and stuff. But I'm not going to talk about grabs until the next section, which I think is grabs the next section. Let's have a look. Yeah, grabs is the next section after Backturn. Just gonna finish up on Backturn. Yeah, so she has this move is good, and I was gonna record her doing parrying from that move, which is let's record. I'm sure she can parry this, but let's just check that anyway. That's broken. -9. Boom. Yep. That's peak. And also the low from Haze as well. I'm gonna talk about Haze separately, but the low from Haze, this is -9 as well. And then you can, I don't think you can, let's record it. Actually, no, you know what? I'm not gonna talk about Haze for now, but just know that this move from Haze is -9 as well. But I can't do anything because I'm in recovery. Like, unless I can escape parry, that's the only thing I can do. If I do Backturn Power Crush, I get hit. If I do this and then mash Power Crush, and you do like while standing full, I get hit. So it's not like a real thing, but this is Haze 3 is -9 on block on my controller. So yeah, and the last move I want to talk about is forward 3, which is -9 again on block. And it wall splats. Yeah, and it's just a good move to throw out there, you know, because a lot of people, they duck while Raven's in Backturn. Especially when you keep mixing them up with this and then you go for this. You know, it's a good move, but it's quite slow and the range isn't that great. It's okay, but it's not that great. So you know, you do have this option, I guess. And the wall is good. And the last move, it's not a move, it's like a movement, I guess, is the teleport forward. I use this a lot to get out of the wall, and it's quite hard to punish it because it's invincible for a few frames and then she recovers. But it's quite hard to like recover this. With punish it on recovery, I guess is the right way to describe this, because it's not a move, it's like just a movement, I guess. But yeah, this is a good move. You can do it from this, you can do it from this as well. But there are ways to counter this. You can just sidestep and then launch it. If the opponent has Raven knowledge, they will always sidestep after this, or this. When they see the animation, you can sidestep and then launch it. So it's not really that great to throw out, but this one in particular is pretty good. I use it a lot to get out of the corner. Okay, so that's Backturn done. I'm sure. Let me just flick through one more time, and yeah, I'm sure I'm done with Backturn. Honestly, I'm sure I'm done. Yeah, I'm sure I'm done. Like I said, I'm not gonna go through every single move, but yeah. And you know, from this, she has follow-ups, white hole, and she has this. But yeah, I didn't want to go through every single. I don't want this like guide to be way too long. I want to do it in less than like an hour and a half, maybe. This section will be throws and setups, and buffering throws as well. Because I think buffering is quite important for Raven. Let's turn. Okay, I did cue some songs, but this is not it. This is the beginning of the cue that I queued. Some nice chill songs for the throws and setups section. What was I gonna do? Okay, turn off the display. Sometimes it's really annoying for me to just have that frame data. That it's annoying. Okay, so her throws and her setups. Obviously, she has generic throws. Let's put throw breaking on actually, so that I can show what happens when this. She has side switching throws, so if you want to change sides, you can do the 2 throw, which switches sides. On break as well, it does it on hit and break. So I just wanted to showcase that. Her 1+2 throw doesn't, and her 1 throw doesn't as well. It's like a command throw break. So the only one that does it is her generic 2 grab. That switches sides, so just bear that in mind. If you want to like do tactical positioning at the wall or something, throw them. and you will switch sides. So just get that out of the way first. All right, so yeah, so her generic grab, you can do forward two, and they get hit if they hold back. You can do the whole string if you want to. Forward 2 3, it's guaranteed. The way to get out of this is just a side roll left. Yeah, side roll left gets out of this. So what I like to do is I like to throw them, and then I like to do forward 2, just to see what they do. And then if they stay on the floor, then do down back 4 or something, or down 3, something that hits grounded, or down back 3, something like that. Something that hits grounded. So yeah, that's a setup as well. So doing forward 3, forward 2, forward 2 3, you know, from that throw, that's good. From this, she doesn't have any Oki. Unfortunately, she goes back. There's no Oki there, so I can't say. There's no Oki for the 1+2 throw either. It's just a really nice damage throw. No Oki, resets to neutral. Her back turn for this is why I do her generic grabs, because people think that it's a mix-up and it's not. It's just generic. And it's nice because a lot of people don't break her grabs in back turn. Then I have an opportunity to do this setup. So that's where I use that. And then obviously you've got her 1 command grab, and you can do this from crouch dash as well, which a lot of Ravens know, but surprisingly a lot of Ravens don't know how to do this. But you can do like QCF, hold down forward, and then do grab. And why this is so effective is because look at the range of, you know, like, you can't do it from this though, which is weird. You have to sidestep cancel and do it again, and then hold down forward and then do it from crouch dash. So this is always nice, you know, to, let's say you're at this range and you want to close distance, boom, grab. It's really nice. So yeah, those are her grabs. I wanted to talk about buffering grabs as well. So buffering means like when you are in recovery and then you buffer, like her notation for her 1+2 grab is half circle back, forward 1+2, which, you know, for some people can be quite tricky. So you can do like 1 and then buffer it in her recovery, or you can do like down 3, sidestep, and then do it. Like just things like that. You can be as creative as you want with this. You can do up back 4, then run up and then do it. What I like to do is like in neutral, I like to hide it in movement. So what I like to do is when I'm backdashing, I like to throw a half circle back in there and then just run up and do grab. It's really effective because a lot of people, they just, when they see Raven advancing towards them and they see grab, they're like, oh yeah, just mash one. But no, you can buffer the grab to where you can mask it in your movement, and then you can do like that, for example. You can backdash, hide the half circle back in your backdash, and then go for a 1+2 grab. You know, stuff like that. What else? Like I sometimes when I punish people with a 13 frame with this, I like to buffer the 1+2 grab now and then do it. And then, you know, when they're like, oh yeah, I don't want to take the grab, so I'm gonna duck. Well, duck, then you're gonna get launched, or duck, you're gonna get hit. Like, you just need to mix it up. Don't always go for grab after this. You can mix up the grabs obviously, but just learn how to buffer from like your key moves that you use in neutral, because it's really effective. You can really throw people off guard with this. Just learn how to buffer it. Just learn how to do half circle back really comfortably, and yeah, it's a good thing to have in your arsenal, I guess, because no one's gonna expect to grab from this range. No one's gonna expect that. And the thing is, the way she holds her arms like this, so it's hard to look on player 2, right? It's really hard to see like what she's gonna do, like what arm she grabbed you with, because her arms are inward, so it's hard to see. That's another thing with Raven's grabs, and her crouch dash kind of masks it a little bit. You can still see there's a 1 grab because her arm goes like this, but you can see it's a 1 grab. But you can hide your grabs in animation, in movement. So this is what I like to do. Hide your buffering, hide your grabs in movement. This is the way to grab people with Raven, and hide them effectively. Okay, so now we have setup. So obviously I'm not just gonna start listing all of my setups away, because what player does that? But I'd like to just point out a few setups that I want to share to maximize conversions for different Raven players. So like I said before, you can convert off this. So I want to do like down back. Let's do down back to. Yeah, down back 2-1. Down back 2-1. Let's do that. So let's do this. So look at this, because I absorbed the move, it works. It's really not hard to do when you absorb moves, and the more moves you absorb, the easier it becomes. Like, let's try absorb the whole down back 2-1. Let's try and do that. Okay, she walks back a bit. I don't think it's possible. I think it's too slow, but you get what I mean. So yeah, that's that setup. It's not really a setup. It's just like tech, I guess. When you absorb moves and it's counter hit, boom, you can do this. Yeah. What else? Okay, so when you do yeah, when you parry, so let's say you do a parry from Backturn, the forward 1+2 parry. But yeah, when you do this, they get launched. It's really good because not a lot of people know. They just hold back, and people shouldn't do that against Raven. Yeah, they get launched, and you can do this combo, or you can do this combo. The only thing about this is that I don't really. It's dropped on me so many times that I now just go for this from 3 till the 4 because I don't trust this move anymore. It just drops way too many times. So yeah, that's that. Let's try it again. Let's show it again because it wasn't really that clear. So from this parry, you can do this. If they wake up backwards, it's really effective. And also, if they stay on the floor, this hits them as well. I think one of the 2 kicks hits them on the floor because one of them it hits grounded. So you can catch people off guard with this. Yeah. So this is a nice setup as well. Like tech trap, I guess. I'm trying to think of like more setups I could show. Okay, so if you hit them in let's say you step them in Backturn and you're in the back and you do this is guaranteed if they hold back, right? And then obviously if they hold back, which a lot of people do, then you're gonna get launched. Again, this move is really good for like relaunching because it hits them in the back and then it launches like the second hit, which is really nice. You can do like 4-1, 1-4, and then 3 till the 4, and then they get launched. And look. The reason why I use this now is because look at this. This is not gonna hit. I'm sure this is not gonna hit. Let's try. Oh damn. See, it just doesn't hit. It's really annoying. So the option for this in this case would be to do. Oh my god, I stepped like to a side. Even that whiffs. Oh my god. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, what the hell? I do this combo all the time. Maybe I was just really off axis, but yeah. Normally this works. This is like way more consistent than this. So that's the reason I use that. Yeah. Okay, so those are the setups I wanted to show. Alright, so this is the new section. Oh wait, let me check if I'm recording because I've done that before where okay, okay, so what even is the next section? I forgot. 50/50s. Alright. So she has down back 2, and anything she does from down back 2 can be interrupted apart from down 4. If it's a high, like you can interrupt anything else she does after this with a 10-frame jab or something. So this by itself is not good to transition to Backturn. But when you on hit now, she has options where you can do mids, or you can do a low, or you can do this low. When you hit them, as well as this, sometimes you don't always have to go into the 50/50. You can do like this, or you can wait, or you can do like, you know, because thing is this is 8 frames as well, so this is quicker than your average jab, your generic jab. This is 8 frames from Backturn. This is 10 frames and this is 8 frames. So from moves that transition her into Backturn on hit, you know, you have so many options. You have down 4, you have forward 4-3, you have back 3. This is the one that I use the most actually, to maintain pressure, because it's +3, and yeah, it's +3. That's all you need to know. It's +3, so they can't press at all. And also this is +3 on here as well, so they can't press. After this, it's a frame trap. Boom, counter hit launched. If they press any button they press, they get counter hit launched. So because this is I-13, so. Yeah, so that's like her 50-50 from like her generic moves that transition her into Backturn. So I'd go for like down 4 from Backturn. This guarantees now is a full crouch 50-50, and like I said, you can do like, you know, Spinneroonie or I sometimes play so Rago. I just do this and force them into a 50-50. Now I'm crouching in your face. What are you gonna do? Sometimes I do this. Sometimes I finish the string. Like, just depends on what you want to do. You know, you can launch them. You can keep it safe. You can do this. You can maintain pressure. You know, a lot of times when I've conditioned a lot of players to duck low after I do this move now, and then I can just do. Okay, let's do that. And then do this. You can do like while standing 2, and then when they duck, you can do crouch dash down forward 4 or anything you want. Just, I think that the secret to being successful with Raven is being creative. You have to be unpredictable. You can't just do the same stuff every time, because I feel like a lot of Ravens are predictable. That's why they can't beat good players. They're quite predictable. So yeah, I'd say try your best to maintain unpredictable and use a variety of moves as well. That's one thing I struggled with as a Raven player, is that she has so many good moves that it's hard to use all of them. It's hard to keep all of those moves in your head and, you know, pick the right moments to use them. Like in every situation, she has so many moves she could use. You know, it's hard to make a decision on what moves you want to use. Seriously. But yeah, okay, so that's like the Rago 50-50, the one that gets her killed if it's blocked. You know, while standing 1 is -14, so you gain launched by some characters. So that's her Rago 50-50. Okay, so she has like generic moves like back 2-2, and like I said, you can do down 4. You can start going for stuff like this if you're really confident they're not gonna duck. But like I said, okay, let me turn this off. Like I said, you just have to. You know, when people just say, "Oh, Raven's just full of 50-50s," well, yeah, that is the case, but we have to guess right as well. So, you know, she does have a lot of 50-50s, and there is a lot of guessing, I guess. And from Backturn is very scary, especially because she has so many options that she can do. You know. It's very scary, but we have to guess as much as you guys do. So if we make the wrong guess, if we do this and you guess right, we're getting launched, you know? If we guess, it's 30 damage and some pressure, I guess, but you know, it's a high risk. You can play Raven quite lame, I guess, like simple, poking, down 3, down forward 1. If you've ever seen how JDCR plays Raven, he plays a very, very compact and like simple and quite clean. He doesn't go for like a lot of 50-50s and stuff. You can play her that way, you know. It just depends on what type of player you are and how creative you are with the character. But in my opinion, to be creative with to be successful, you have to be creative with the character, and that's when you see the likes of Tishamon, Pinya, Go Attack. All these Ravens are so creative with the character, you know. And we've got EU Ravens like Phantom, Adam, me, Div from Sweden. Like there are a few EU Ravens that are quite good as well, just to name a few. And in my opinion, they're all quite creative with the character, but so that's why they're quite successful at what they do. So just to give you a few Raven players there to watch if you want to. But yeah, like, just be creative with the character, I guess. Like, she has a lot of 50-50s. Yeah, that's the 50-50 section done. I'd said it would be straight to the point. So yeah, if you feel like you're in a situation where you're gonna, and another thing is, when you're in the life lead, like when you have a big life lead, don't go for stupid 50-50s like Spinnerini. Why would you risk the life lead for that? Don't go for and like when you're at the end of the round, you can kill them with a down 4. Why are you going for Spinnerini? Just do down 4. Just do down 3 and step and get another hit. Don't do Spinnerini, because what if they block it? You're dead. You know? Don't go for stupid risk. Raven players takes very stupid risks. Don't do that. Don't do that, man. You know, Raven is not for me, is not a safe character. She has to take risks to win. But that doesn't mean that you have to take her most risky options. She has less risky options that are still guesses, but they're still less risky and less if you block then you die, you know. So don't always go for that massive 50-50s, you know. Just mix it up a little bit. Don't always go for those massive guesses, because you're gonna end up, you can't, like, you're not a robot, you can't guess right every time. So they will block it and they will punish you for it, especially if you're playing a good player that has Raven knowledge, you know. Okay, so yeah, that's the 50 section done. I'm gonna move on to I want to cover Haze quickly, just before I go into the next section. Haze is not a section by itself, but I just want to quickly cover it. So she has, I'm just going to go through the buttons quickly. She has Haze 4, which is the teleport, and this is the same animation for her parries, which she has 6 parries. So she has QCF 1+3, which is a parry. It's a built-in parry, or sabaki, or whatever. It's a reversal. Back 2. You know what? No, let's actually show them, because I can't just say. But yeah, repeat action. Let's do that. So that's her back 2 parry. She has. This is gonna be really hard to time, but yeah. Did you see that? That was QCF 1+2. So that's a parry. She has her 1+2 parry, which is, you have to like really time this one. Yeah, that's her Haze 2 parry, so that's Haze 2. Then she has her escape parries, so she has her back 1+3, where you can do back 2+4. It's the same thing. So she has, this is just escape parry, or you can do it by doing this, back 1+3. She has it from Backturn as well, so you can do yeah, so she can do this from Backturn as well. And then she has her forward 1+2 parry, so that's 6 parries she has. Parries and reversals on Sabakis, I kind of just grouped them into one thing and call them parries, I guess. So yeah, those are her parries. So from Haze, she has Haze 4, she has, let's stop her doing that, Haze 2, Haze 1, which is a launcher. I like to throw this move out sometimes when I do this. A lot of people like to duck because they think, oh, Haze free. So it's worth throwing it out once or twice, I guess. You know, just to throw it out there. It's quite nice reward as well. And this Haze 3 is -9 on block. So like I said, you can do like, let's record her Haze 3 and then escape parry. Because look, if I do this, this will not work. I don't think this is gonna work. Oh wait, let's block it. It does work! Oh my god, it does work! Ignore me, it does work. Okay. But the reason why people, I don't go for this option is because I have teammates that they know I can parry from this, so they always do like, okay, they block. Okay, let's do it like this. This is not gonna parry low attacks. So if they know this is coming, full crouch moves. And what beats this is her escape parry. So let's try that again. I'm not gonna get hit. And you know, look at the. Let's just mash while standing 2 from that as well then, because. Oh, I wasn't even recording. Okay. What am I doing? Let's record. Oh, that was counter hit. Oh my god. And then escape parry. Then let's just mash 2, and let's see if I do that full crouch move. Yeah. Let's see if I get punished for it. I don't know, but let's see. Ooh, I can hold down back out of that, but yeah, like even while standing 4, it just you know just parries it, so it's a good option to throw out there. You know, if you know they're gonna block it, because most people block it, they don't low parry. The people should definitely low parry this move. Yeah, and sometimes you can get away with doing this. Haze 3 into Power Crush, you can get away with it. Just purely because this move has a lot of range. Like let's look at the range now. Look how far back I am. Look at this. So look at this. Do you see what I mean? It hits even though you tried to punish it. From that far you get hit. Let's try it again. From closer range, still get hit. Closer range. Ooh, counter hit. So as you can see, depending on range, you can get hit with that. So you can get away with throwing it out, but I wouldn't recommend doing it every time. I'd recommend just, if you see they block it, then I'd just mash parry, I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, you can get baited, but she's still back turn when she does this. So they're gonna get a back turn combo, so I'd say just parry this. Yeah, parry, because this parries lows and highs and mids. So yeah, that's Haze. Yeah, that's Haze. What does she have anything outside of Haze? She has like crouch dash out of Haze, I guess. You can cancel moves into Haze, so 1-2 into Haze, and she has QCF 1 into Haze as well. QCF 1 is pretty good as well. It's counter launcher. So you know that's. But yeah, there's some option selects that characters have for Haze transitions. So a lot of people like to just mash this out of Haze. And there are quite a few characters with option selects from this, especially moves like this that have the teleport kind of like animation. They have option selects, so I wouldn't like abuse Haze. White hole is pretty good though. Like let's say you punish. Oh my god. You know, white hole is pretty good, but don't just be spamming white hole. You know, I think it's for style points really. I don't think they did buff this move, the recovery frames, but I still wouldn't just throw this out. It's good though. You know, you can even convert off this by using white hole. Oh my god. You can do this, or you can even do this. Like they decrease the recovery, so they buffed it. So now you can do. Before this was the combo. This was the combo. You have to do this, otherwise it wouldn't work. But now you can do this. You can even do Haze, white hole, and then do this, like, you know, because they buffed it. But yeah. So you can do crouch dash out of Haze, and then you can do moves out of the crouch dash, obviously. Then it's up to you to be as creative as you want to be. So, you know, it's up to you. It's up to the player. Her Haze is quite good, but yeah, I'd say it's a gimmick because she can get hit out of Haze. It's not like some invincible move that she can just throw out. Even though she does that kind of like that like teleporting animation, she can still be hit out of it during some frames. So it's not something you just want to keep throwing out. So yeah, that's I think what section was that? That was 50-50s and Haze, let's call that 50-50s and Haze. Okay, so we're gonna start the like max damage combos, or just combos that I do from neutral, like mid screen. And of course, like sometimes they might not be max optimal, but the majority of the time my combos are optimal. So this is just the combos that I do. I'm not gonna show every single launcher, but so from while standing 1, this is just like generic combos I'm showing. So you can do this for wall carry, I guess. I do this for wall carry though a lot of the time, because I think this does more wall carry. Don't quote me on that, but I feel like it does more wall carry. Or sometimes I do this just, you know, forcing 50-50s. So that's from while standing 1. The combos are the same for while standing 2. However, she does have some. Let's actually turn counter on for this because she does have some like nice cross ups, I guess. You can do this. You can do this, or you can do. Oh, that's supposed to work. That was weird. I've never seen that before. Yeah, you can do this. And also, if they hold back from this now, let's stand and then wake up backwards. Now you get the side step down 3 combo. So it's like a setup for that as well if they hold back. And the 1+2 will always be guaranteed at this axis because it's like quite off axis. So yeah, this will always be guaranteed to do if they hold back. Okay, so that's counter hit. You can also do it by doing this as well. This is like an easier version, but this is quite unreliable. Do you see what I mean with that? Sometimes it doesn't work, so I don't know why. But yeah, this works as well. That was good. Yeah. So you can let's try it again. That was not convincing. Let's do it again. Oh my god. Yeah. So you know, you can do it this way or like crossing under, I guess. Okay, another move that is good to throw out is this because it's a high crush down forward 3, and I'm sure they buffed it to I-16 now. But let's just check that. I-15, wow, that's nice. Yeah, so I'm sure this is the combo that a lot of people do. But there is I'm sure there's a combo that like has a delayed hotkey. Yeah, this one. And this one does more damage, I'm sure. Okay. It's quite unreliable as you can see, so I don't use this one very often, but yeah. I think this is the max damage combo from that, but I just normally do this one. So the last one did 83 and this one does 80. And for the sake of consistency, I would sacrifice 3 damage to get this every time. You can do like wall carry and then do this. You know, it's just whatever from that. Okay. What is going on? It should work. Alright, there we go. And the axis that she's on means that holding back means that she can get sidestep down 3 again. Just purely because of the axis. Sidestep left and then down 3, back 4, 4. Yeah, so okay, so we've got the 3+4 combo. Down 4-2, down 4-2. Everyone knows the down 4-2 combo, and then QCF 1-2. But she has a crossover combo, which is quite nice, but you can mess it up online, so I wouldn't go for that. I even messed up offline, you know. Side step, and then this. This one is good as well. I think this is max damage from this situation. And then she has it from this as well. I'm sure she can do this. She might be able to, but yeah, she can. It's very tight though. It's really tight. It's way tighter than she can do it from QCF 4 as well. I forgot about that. Yeah. But the one from 3 tilde 4 is way tighter than these two. From down 4-2 and QCF 4. So yeah, does she have any? 4-4-3 is a difficult one because like you can do this, but sometimes this just drops for no reason. A lot of her combos are quite like the same enders, if that makes sense. But yeah, so she has a forward. I normally do this one. Or sometimes I'll just do like 1-2 jabs because as you can see it's not reliable, so I'll just do 2 jabs and side step again and do QCF 1-2. Just stuff like that. You can do this as well. I think you have to delay. Yeah, I think this is the best combo to go for. The most reliable one because as you can see, look at this. It's quite reliable. So I might start using this myself. Just that you would typically use in a this You can do this combo as well. It's the same thing. And then she has QCF1 to counter hit launch. You can do 2 forward 4-3s, but let's see. Yeah, you can definitely do 2, but I don't do that. I just do 1. And then I think down forward 2. Yeah. You can do 3. I'll show you. 2. I'll show you. But I don't use this. It's too unreliable for me. So. Alright, so I'll switch the stage. I'm just gonna switch the track. Just give me a minute. Okay. So we all know about Raven's crazy damage at the wall, but so she has her generic combos. She has her generic combos, which is this. Okay, I didn't even delay it enough. It does 96 damage, I'm sure. 94. Let's try it again. Maybe it's counter it was 92. That's 96. Let's see. 100. Okay. Oh wait. Maybe it's 4-1. Yeah, 4-1 is 96. I was thinking, where did I see that figure before? But yeah. Okay, so those are her like generic. Okay, wait. Sometimes people end the combo with this as well. And you can do this, or I like to end it with QCF1 2. I don't know why, don't ask, but I just like to end it with this. Actually, there is a logical explanation for this, I will say, but it's like to stop people mashing. Yeah, I usually do this, but it's to stop people from mashing get up kicks, from recovery, because you can do this. And U+, they can't mash. If you do this, and then this is for Oki, so if you do this, let's say get up low kick, because that's what people mash, and it's quicker than get up. I think it's quicker than get up 4, I'm not sure, but anyway, people just mash this move, so we're gonna show you what I mean. Oh, messed it up. Come on. Yeah, so yeah, if they mash, you can do and now, you know, stuff like that, like they get wall splat again, then you can do like, I think the Q charge is making me miss on my input. Let's see. Yeah, that damage is insane. Yeah, so that's the way to do it. Like you have to get like a high wall splat. It's weird to explain, but the only way you can do this is by doing 4-1 really like early, and you have to do like a micro dash and then do it. It's really weird how to explain how to do it, but yeah, you do like a micro dash after the backturn 3+4, and then see, this is high wall splat, and then you can do it now. And then she has another one which doesn't do as much damage, but is this one. I didn't do it right. Yeah, this will work. So there's this one, and then obviously she has the double backturn 3+4. So yeah, those are her max damage combos from her max damage war combos. And then we'll get into a few setups that I want to share. Okay, so at the wall, we're gonna do side roll. Let's get rid of that. Side roll left first. She has quite a few like cross-ups, I guess. So she has, wow, let's get rid of counter hit as well. She has this, so you can forward 4, up forward 4, cross up. I don't know why it's not hitting on Raven, but this works. Let's do this, but yeah, for Raven has a weird hurt box. That's probably why it's not working. Just goes over her, but on the rest of the cast this works. Yeah, so you can do like forward 4, up forward 4. Why is this like crossing up? This is weird. Have to find a new way to convert them. Probably just like down forward 3, down forward 2, 3. Yeah, this is probably the best way to convert off that. So yeah, that's one way I like to convert off things. She has this as well, but this is a nice way to convert off. It's just a setup. It's not a cross up or anything. It's just like to maintain pressure if they get up. And I think, why is that whiffing? That's quite dirty, you know. So you have the option to do that, and then she has her if you wall splat them like this, like I was trying to show earlier, but it was just being weird. I don't know why. But you can resplat them like this, so you can do like, I think from like 80% of her wall splat moves, because this is really hard to do. You have to be like off axis a little bit and then do it from this, but you know, like this. So for moves that are on axis, even for this, for 2, 4, and then so just stuff like this is nice to convert from as well. But the setup that I was going to show you was is it side roll left? Some of them don't work for side roll right. So for example, if I do the one I first showed you for side roll right, this doesn't work. They just, yeah, it doesn't cross up. So it's kind of just a guess, like to what way you think they're gonna side roll. But another one is this is a nice cross up. Wait there. This is quite nice. I've used this to a few people, but it's the type of setup where if you get hit by it once, you're probably not going to get hit by it again. So I would use this like just to style on someone. This is quite fun. Yeah, this is quite fun. You have to like be quite specific with the, oh my god, with the timing. Yeah, you have to be specific with the timing. So yeah, just be careful with that, because if you do it too early, then it's not going to cross up. If you do it too late, then it's not going to hit them. So yeah, it's quite weird to time, especially online if you want to do it there. But yeah, that's the setup. Okay, the last one I want to show is the back 2-2 cross up. And with Raven it's weird, so I'm actually going to switch to another character. So I'm going to switch to Shaheen, or it works with a lot of characters, but I know it for sure works for Shaheen. I don't know what it is about Raven's hurt box. It's just weird. So okay, let's go to the wall. So this now crosses up, and if they get up, if they hold back, if they mash, now they're gonna get launched, because you can do 4-3. Yeah. You can do so yeah, this is the setup basically. So when you do this crosses up, and you can do launchers or anything really, like forward 2-3, because you're in the back. So if they mash, if they hold back, let's just set him for holding back. Let's not do that. Let's back and back recovery, just for argument's sake. So they get launched. Okay. After I launch, I'm gonna say standing guard. Ugh, I messed up. Let's try and like make him block. So he gets launched. You can't even block that. So if you hold back blocking, then you get launched. Yeah, those are the wall cross up and wall tech setups that I would like to show. Obviously, I'm not going to show every setup, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this like Raven guide, I guess. Just showing what you can do. I didn't show everything and not every single move, so don't be grilling me in the comments saying, "Oh, you didn't show this move." I know. She has 120 something moves. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and go through every single move, you know? So yeah, she has a lot of nice moves. And like I said, it just depends on what type of player you are, you know. And just for Raven players watching, make sure that you use a wide range of her moves and be creative as possible. And don't fall into the trap of just playing flowchart, because you're gonna get figured out. Flowchart Ravens, they don't win. So yeah, I'd just say enjoy the character, you know. If you don't like her, don't force. Like, I think most of the players watching this are trying to learn Raven from either scratch or they want to get better. So what I'd say is, if you genuinely enjoy the character, keep playing. If you don't like her design, if you don't like how she plays, don't force the player. Like, you have to really like the character to play her at her full potential, I think. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching. If you made it this far, thank you so much. And also, I'm sorry for not uploading on YouTube. I've been busy. I haven't even been streaming. Oh, if you want to see me stream live, then you can check me out. I'll put my link in the description. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys again for watching, and yeah, this has been the Master Raven Guide.